Thanks, everyone, for coming back for another segment of The MCR. Mac is to my left. My name is TJ. This is our first video after last week's disappointing elections. Shakespeare once wrote, "Now is the winter of our discontent." And boy, am I discontented. As
the emperor in Gladiator said, "I am vexed. I am sorely vexed."
I am sorely vexed. You know what? And that would be put in mildly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised it's worse than I feared.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to be pretty.
No.
But it's worse than I feared, which means it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I did not expect Tudor Dixon to win.
I didn't either.
And for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
Tudor Dixon was the candidate the Democrat political machine chose.
Right.
Because they didn't want to engage James Craig,
and others.
I believe they had a fear of James Craig.
She was probably our
just a theory.
Fourth or fifth candidate down the line, I do believe.
Yes, she was very pro-life, which was and it was admirable that she took that position. But let's just call it the way it is. The Democrats used the pro-life issue to get the vote out.
They did. Every commercial I saw on YouTube, and I had to quit watching YouTube about 4 or 5 days before the election because of the obnoxious, lie-filled ads about Tudor Dixon.
And it goes beyond the governor, the Michigan State Attorney General, Secretary of State. I as we were getting closer to the election, I saw polls that I thought were accurate, and it did not bode well for Christina Caramo. That was discouraging.
Yeah.
Dare I use the word discouraged?
Well, they were effectively able to paint her as some sort of extremist nut.
Well, religious nut, because she did appear to be of, we'll just say religious mindset, which now, if you know what, you're in the religion, if you believe in God, you're like the devil,
Well,
what I'm being sarcastic,
yeah,
but
I agree. You're the nut. You're the bad guy.
And proposals 1, 2, and 3. What an abomination! I mean, where do you even begin? And proposal 3. Proposal 3, I think, was used in a Machiavellian sort of way to bring out the Democrat base.
It was, and they did it effectively. I mean, like I said, first off, we're getting something, and while I have done this myself, so I'll own up to this, I'm really becoming opposed to any state getting money from out of state. Because you looked at Gretchen Whitmer's campaign here in Michigan, she had $31 million. They were calling the race a toss-up, essentially, right? Tudor Dixon had $2.3 million. If you have that kind of disparagement in the money, disparity in the money, Gretchen Whitmer should have had a big lead.
Yeah,
but she didn't, which indicates to me, and I can't prove this, but I suppose I could track down the stats later, that most of her money came from out of state.
I'll go this far in regards to last week's elections. Michigan was basically the armpit of the country.
Yeah.
And if
we're ashamed.
And if that's the case, I'll take it a step further and say Wayne County was the armpit of Michigan.
Well, perhaps the
rectal
orifice of Michigan.
Wayne County and their willy-nilly ways.
Yeah.
And term limits, proposal 1, what a joke.
Yeah, it was a shell game, as you put it in a previous video. I heard other people at my local watering hub calling it exactly that.
And the whole, but it's got teeth in the financial disclosure bullshit.
Yeah.
It was, you talk about a gum job, but my gosh, I don't
know that I'd put it quite that way.
I'm that infuriated, okay?
Yeah, right.
Pardon my gutter speech.
Yes.
But, it just, when you looked at the social, religious, political organizations, it's like one guy said, what's left? Those three areas give you so much wiggle room in this whole financial disclosure.
The state of Michigan will now be allowed to sell fetal body parts.
And the voter ID, if you don't have ID, you got to sign an affidavit. You know what? They're letting people rob from stores and basically kill and assault each other, and no one's going to prison. You think someone's going to worry about lying to an affidavit?
Yeah, well, even the people who are caught
wake up and
doing
smell
things
the
illegally. What you see these stories on occasion, so and so is getting charged with voter fraud. What you never hear about them again, and 9 out of 10 times they got probation. So what's the worry? But also convicted felons, people in prison today can vote now. What do you think they might vote for themselves? Do you think they might get an offer of lighter sentences if they vote a particular way?
So, if I were a conservative residing elsewhere in the country and thought, what a piece of excrement the state of Michigan is, I would be hard to dispute that.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to have to move to Florida and endure hurricanes.
Yeah, or enjoy the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee like I dream of.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to make this into a part 2 because I have more ranting on this debacle, and this video has gone long enough. So please, everyone, come back for the part 2 of the debacle of 2022 election here in the Great Lake state of Michigan.
So we'll see you in part 2.
Gag me with a splintered wooden soup spoon.
I'm going to take you up on that one.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? We're going to get one of those wooden soup spoons and I'll hold it up. So as always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.